Hey guys, trying something new here. I know you're usually here for Let's Plays, but I also make a webcomic called Antares Complex. Or is it Antares Complex? Really never said it out loud. But, yeah, either way, I just wanted to give a quick update on the site, and I figured maybe it would be a good idea to try and communicate this through a video. Well, it's going to be more audio than video, I guess. Now, as you may know in my Let's Plays, I'm not terribly good at reading out loud, but I've written myself some notes here to try and cover what I've been trying to do. The old website I designed a long time ago, and I've never been a coder. Well, HTML isn't really coding from what a lot of people say, it's tagging. I only know HTML, CSS, and I know enough JavaScript and PHP to just kind of like edit other people's stuff. I don't know how to really write it, so I was really forced to redo the website, and because the comic viewer I have is an old Dreamweaver plugin from like 2008, I think, is the data came out, but I thought it would be a good tool to use for the website, so this way I could, you know, keep my own custom website without having to rely on other code and such, or trying to pay someone to do it, because that's not in the budget right now. I pay enough in server fees as it is to keep the site going, but I wanted to just talk about the site and the process of what I've gone through. Currently, the website that is up as of September 20th is when I'm recording this. It's going to be completely gone, and I'm going to be instead using a entire WordPress setup. And how I'm going to refer to my notes and try not to sound like a complete moron. It's been a really arduous process. I've had a lot of stuff going on besides just doing the comic. I actually haven't had any time during this hiatus to do much work for, you know, the actual comic in terms of pages. What I've been doing is I've been learning WordPress and learning how to customize it. I've had to customize the entire site, update the graphics to work with the new website. I've had to make corrections to various aspects of it as well. Good note-taking on my part. I had to get the database info over, and I haven't even gotten all of it over at this point. I've only gotten the character info, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do the ship info. I have the ships imported over, but I don't have I don't have the pages set up where they can be clicked on. They are there in the background. I just haven't a clue on what to do with that just yet. I haven't learned all of WordPress yet. I've been really busy with getting other things done with this. I've also had to make, if I haven't said this already, I've had to make new graphics for the website, entirely new stuff. And yeah, it's just been, even besides that, there's been a lot of work. For the webcomic itself, I've had to update over 200 pages because I wanted to have a higher resolution pages, because right now I export them at 750, and they were a little lower quality because at the time I was having complaints about mobile downloads being a problem. I'm surprised I had any mobile visitors considering how shitty that viewer was. It doesn't work at all. Like, let me backtrack a little bit. The viewer that I was using, it's not a Dreamweaver plugin for comics. It was a Dreamweaver image slideshow plugin, and it was so bad and so janky that I couldn't link people to individual pages. I'd have to link you to an entire issue, and the issue, linking to an issue was just me separating each issue into a different folder. So whenever I had a new update, I would just link you guys to the viewer, the current viewer that was being used, and that page would just be set to display the latest page. Absolutely atrocious, terrible on mobile, probably fairly heavy for mobile phones too. It's probably fatter than WordPress. I wouldn't be surprised, despite the fact that it's so fucking old. Pardon my language, I don't know if I should be really cursing these, but I'm from New York, so I guess one of us will just have to deal with it. That was rude. So yeah, I've had to update over 200 pages, and I don't just mean, like, re-exporting them. That would be easy. Well, it would be tedious and be a long process, but it's not a particularly difficult thing. That you can kind of have like an automation process where you open up the document and hit a button, and then it'll, you know, crop and resize it. But no, I wanted to redo the fonts, because the font that was used was not very good. It was very hard to read, and I actually had to use other fonts to get certain things to work. So if I wanted to do ... the periods would be so close to each other that it wouldn't really be legible, especially at the compressed resolution. So I had to, I went to a different font. I had to search for a font too. That was, oh my god, that was I think I spent over 2 hours looking for a font. Some people wanted over $150 for fonts. I just wanted something free, commercial free, you know, free, works with commercial in case I ever decide to, you know, put these up on Amazon for digital sales or whatever. I just wanted less headache later on. So I had to redo all the fonts. And as of writing, I'm actually only on issue 6 in terms of editing these pages. And I've made other edits to the pages to just make sure that I wasn't entirely satisfied with them, because I was definitely learning throughout the process, so I kind of wanted to either just correct some things I would consider mistakes. I didn't redo anything, like I didn't sit there and redraw anything. I just would add in a slight color effect, or I would edit a layer effect, put something in to just change it a little bit, like a texture on the ground. I've done that to several pages. I've removed some of the background stuff. I was kind of amusing myself. I was thinking that they would be called the dark pages, because I've removed the blue gradient I had behind some of the color cells, and I just put a flat black background, which looked much, much better. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I thought maybe it would kind of contrast, make the cells in the comic, or frames, whatever you want to call them, contrast better with the artwork and the background, but no, it was terrible. I've also made one or two drawing corrections. In the first issue, there was a guy who was shot in the beginning, and I made it so that he was stabbed, because I think it's really stupid to fire off a gun inside of a spaceship, so I've been trying to stick with that the whole time, and when I went back and saw this, I'm like, oh my god, he was shot. So I've changed that to be he was stabbed. God, that sounds dark when you're saying it out loud. And other than that, I haven't made too many visual edits, but I've rewritten. Hold on, it's not a George Lucas style rewrite. I kept the general idea of all of the pages, you know, of all the text, but I rewrote them to either fix grammatical errors, spelling errors, or just to convey the idea better. The overall story, totally unchanged. Just wanted to make sure that the dialogue worked better. And I think it does. If you want to look at the old pages, I'm not going to be editing my DeviantArt uploads. Oh my god, I actually just thought about that. I don't know what I'm going to be doing with my DeviantArt. Oh my god. Yeah, I upload the pages on a massive delay to DeviantArt. I think DeviantArt's 3 issues behind, as well as Comic Fury, and oh boy. I have no plans of editing those uploads. I might just keep uploading the old stuff, because just out of consistency. Or finish off the issue that's being uploaded currently. Sorry, you're hearing my brain just go in circles trying to figure out what to do with this. Fuck. Right, so I've done some rewrites, which I think is a good thing, and now they're all higher resolution, and I've also, oh yeah, the other thing was I corrected some, not corrected, I edited some of the word balloons themselves because they just, well, they wouldn't fit the new font, or they just were terrible. I was learning as I was going, and I decided to just fix that. Again, if you like a contrast, I'll put up a contrast right here, like what I did. I keep saying contrast. Adjust the contrast on the VCR, or the TV, rather. Now, the really, really tedious thing right now that I'm doing is I'm having to upload each individual page to WordPress, and it is a easy but mind-numbing process. You have to upload each image, you gotta drag it on, and then you have to put in a description. I have to select a bunch of tags for search engine optimization, which is gonna be helpful in the long run. Like, I'm not complaining, I'm just letting you guys know that there's a lot of work that was put into this update. So, I had, you gotta do that, you gotta put in the description, copyright info, and thankfully I don't have to put it in any of the support stuff on the bottom anymore, like with DeviantArt and Comic Fury, because I can just put in a custom widget under the comic where, I can have the support stuff. Speaking of support, if you'd like to support, I've just told you how much work I've put into this comic, plus 5 years of previous commitment. Well, 5 years that you've seen. I've been working on this comic for even before that. If you'd like to help, I would be very grateful for any PayPal donations or Patreon. I'm looking into benefits for those sorts of things. I don't know about doing early pages because it's really hard to get a page a week up when you're doing a color comic like this, but I'm trying to think of interesting things. If you have any interesting ideas, let me know. Let me know in the comments of the website or this video. You guys got to let me know, because I don't know what people really want with this stuff. So, just let me know. If you want to support, though, those are your options. I would be grateful. This website does cost money out of pocket to host. I don't make anything on it. I have no ads on my website. I don't advertise. I have no advertisements anywhere. Not even on Comic Fury has advertisements for Comic Fury's website. I don't see any money from that. That goes directly to Comic Fury. It's just, it's a free comic hosting website, so they have ads on free comics unless I think I donate. What else? Yes, the other things that I was doing this week was I did 2 guest comics for the Demon Archives for Mr. Daniel Shark. He wanted to give his comic artist a hiatus, and ironically during my hiatus I wound up doing work for him. I did 2 guest comics. You can check that out. I'll have a link in the description below. I haven't posted them on my DeviantArt yet because I want them to be exclusive to him for a little while. And I also did a guest comic for Piece of Me comic. You may have seen Lou. You may have seen the artist behind that. His name is Lou. I do multi-streams with him, multi-art streams it was Monday, but now it's Thursday. And I post them here on my YouTube channel, if you'd like to see that. Although, I'm going to give you a spoiler warning right now. The pages I am working on in those multi-streams are very, very, very far ahead in the comic. The current issue that's going up right now is issue 10. I don't know what issue I'm working on right now. I'm kind of just working on pages. I know that sounds like a really dumb thing, because it is dumb. But it's it is far ahead. There's no word balloons or anything, but you'll be seeing artwork and potential spoilers for future pages. So keep that in mind if you're going to view that. And that's the other thing I've been doing. I've been doing the live stream with Lou, which is 2 to 4 hours pretty much. And then after that, I got to edit. I have to put it together in a video and upload it to YouTube, which the actual putting together doesn't take terribly long, maybe an hour 45 minutes, and then I have to render it, which takes up to 4 or 5 hours. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on this week, or just in general. It has been a pain in the ass. Though I have to admit, the most embarrassing thing though, um, I this isn't why there's a comic delay this week. I just wanted to make sure the comic went up on the new website. I would really just like the new website. I don't want to upload the new comic stuff to the old website and keep working on the new website. It just wasn't something that I wanted to do. So instead, I delayed it. But onto the stupid thing that I realized. I was sitting there going, all right, I have to put in the new word. I have to put the word balloons in for the latest page, and that shouldn't take me too long. And one, I realized that the script for it had completely been erased. I don't know what happened. I couldn't find it anywhere. It may have been corrupted because a couple of text documents got corrupted somehow. Not text documents, open office documents. And the embarrassing thing was I realized I had not made or even had a concept for the latest issue for the cover. I had no cover art for it, and I was so pissed. I know the reason why. It's because issue 10 was originally going to be part of issue 9, but I wound up reworking where the beginning and ends were to each of these frickin' things, and it just wound up that I didn't get another cover for this. That's also why issue 8 has a different art style, or it looks different, rather than issue 9 and 7, because issue 8 I actually did in Manga Studio completely digital, while the other comic covers have been in traditional art with with digital coloring and effects on top of them. So yeah, issue 8 totally digital. Was very interesting too, because I was doing the issue 8 cover in much the same way, where I was like, oh shit, I need to get this cover done, and I couldn't find the artwork for it because I'd switched over from traditional to digital, and I couldn't find the original page because I had packed up a lot of my old sketchbooks, only to find it later when I moved rooms. But yeah, I had to do a quick thing on that. If I ever find that image, the old image, I'm gonna put it up, because I drew the exact, not the exact thing, I drew the exact idea I had for that page that I had drawn in traditional. But yeah, it's been an interesting 2 or 3 weeks. I don't even know how long it's been. That's just, comic stuff. Never mind work and business and personal issues. I haven't even played any games. The only thing I've been doing in terms of games is I've been exporting my Let's Plays, because I had assembled all of them, and I was just like, alright, I'm gonna just open up my editing software, hit render, let it go, and then once it's done, I hit render again, then I go to sleep, wake up, close it, and then get back to work on the comic. And yeah, it's been a hell of a thing. I think the only game I've actually been playing is that game I've mentioned in my Let's Play, 7th Dragon 3 Code VFD. Thankfully I had the box on hand to look at it this time, but yeah, I've been playing that when I'm not around in the room. So, in bed counts. But it's been a hell of a thing. But yeah, just a reminder, I want you guys to let me know what you would like in terms of Patreon benefits. If you do donate, I'm going to have a page. I already do have a page on the old website, but I'm going to have a page for donators, and I'm going to have a page in the actual comic itself for supporters of the comic. So if you do donate, you'll get your name there, and it will be there definitely. But yeah, if you guys have any comments on this, if you'd like to know any more information about Antares Complex, and you can put a comment in the description below. Oh jeez, I just remembered, that was the other thing, that the comment section was a mess on the old website, because again, you couldn't comment on specific pages, but in this new site, that has been rectified, and I'm so happy. People are going to be able to comment on the current page, let me know what they think, let me know if there's any mistakes, because I'm not an English major, I can barely talk, as you can hear, I'm just derp, derp, derp. No, I'm just very happy to see the website go up, And if I sound a little drained, I am tired, and I have more work to do after this. I was just doing this, because I had the recording software open. But yeah, I'm gonna get right back onto uploading and editing, and hopefully, if I don't have this up by Monday, if I don't have the website done by Monday, I'm gonna be very upset, because then I am going to cave, and I'm going to post the new pages on the old website while I keep trying to get the new website going. But the new website's going to be up soon, I hope. It's going to be under construction. You know, I gotta get those ship pages sorted out, and I have to figure out what to do with some other pages. But other than that, this is done. This update podcast, whatever you want to call it, is done. Please, again, let me know what you guys think, and I will catch you guys later. From that. Fuck yeah! God, these guys ripped off Shinobi 3. I don't know which came out first. I'm talking shit out my ass here. Oh man, we let the Salsa Ninja live! that was the mild ninja. That's the water ninja.
What was that thing in the water? Is that something to pick up, or is that a mine?
The bottle, I think you hurt your toe on it.
Oh.
My toe! My toe! Oh, this music's so good. These random pizza boxes that do not make a return at any other level. You can break those?
Yeah, they literally blow up. There's an explosion.
I did not know that. I just jumped over them for like years.
Now you know.
Can we break the boxes? I know we can't break those things, because that just wouldn't make sense, right?